I text him there, text him for last week.
That's brutal. Texting the guy in his honeymoon. That's bleeding brutal.
Listen, football comes first. He knows. He fucking knows. She knows as well.
Yeah, it's true. She's Brazilian. I'll give you a funny story, So I got tickets from my dad for to go to see the Yankees play, And I was all excited from just to do something that's really touristy, to see a baseball game,
Yeah, and it is close.
Yeah, so my dad was there, and I went out, and I came back, and my dad was home. I'm like, what are you doing here? The game goes on for hours. He goes, fuck that shit. I'm like, what's going on here? He goes, all right, this is my dad breaking it down to me, He goes, okay, this is the way I play it out. He says the players are throwing the ball around. I'm like, turn around to one of the lads he was with, and he's like, oh, it's not bad. And the man's like, Mick, they're just warming up. And he goes, for fuck's sake. So then he just carries on watching them doing that, and he's like, all right. Fair enough. And your man's like, what are you talking about, Mick? The game's been on a half hour. And he's like, what the fuck is going on? So he was... So my dad was playing along, like, watching this. He's like, okay, I'll see what happens. He goes, so I think it was A-Rod that got up. I think it was someone like that, gets up to the plate, swings 3 misses, and strikes out. Right, and he's like, my dad was telling me the story. He goes, he swung 3 times. That's fair enough. He goes, the straw that broke the camel's back after me sitting through a half hour fucking warm up, half hour of the game where I didn't know it was the fucking game started, and then this dude just steps up, swings 3 times and misses. He goes, I was like, for fuck's sake. And he goes, what pushed me over the edge was he gets back into the dugout and he starts swigging a load of Gatorades. So I turned to your mum and it's like, let's get the fuck out of here. He said, I did more exercise and lifting me beer up to drink it. So he came back. So he came back. This is where it gets really fucking, because I was getting pictures of them, they're enjoying the game. Yeah. So when I came home and they were sitting in the living room of the apartment, and I was like, what the fuck's going on? And then I looked at my phone. My ma was taking pictures of the fucking TV, because the game was on the TV as well, just to convince me that they were at the game.
Listen. Just fucking say it the way it is. If it's shy, it's fucking shy.
It's dying a bit, isn't it? No one. I mean, I'll give you an example. I drive by, obviously, because I'm doing the coaching with Keegan. We went down last Saturday, right? Fucking field was mobbed. I'm talking a couple of hundred fucking, like, parents and kids, jammers. Like, the field was fucking jammers. I was like, holy shit. And on the way home, we go by Keegan's school, and there's a baseball field where the local team are playing. Fucking 8 people there or something. Empty.
Yeah.
And that's kind of, and this is in the middle of nowhere, because I always used to get the thrown, that's New York, when I was living in New York. This is rural, the arsehole of nowhere, and it's like, fuck, I couldn't get over many kids were in the bleeding field for football, soccer. It was jammers. So
that's it. Well, listen,
it's a very popular sport.
There,
yeah,
very popular.
It's so popular because it's ticking a lot of boxes. Parents are not putting their kids into the American football because of physicality, and they're looking at. I think they look at soccer as like a happy medium. There's definitely a sporting angle, and there's the cardio angle. And the kids are playing instantly. They're standing in the middle of the field. If you go into baseball, the kids are doing a lot of standing around. Kids don't want to stand around.
Oh, their attention span is gone.
Yeah, gone. He's ended up looking at butterflies.
Kids be looking up in the sky,
Yeah, I mean, I'm coaching the kids, and they're doing it in any way. And the kids are naturally, they're.
But you have to keep them engaged all the time.
100%.
That's why games. It's all games related. As many touches of the ball as possible. Shorten the pitch up.
Yeah.
Keep them engaged, but if they're standing out in the field,
sure,
waiting on a pitcher kind of thing there.
Yeah.